Hey guys, how's it going? So this is my third YouTube video. I've just watched a great interview with Com Mirza, the $500 million man, and his interview was so amazing and so inspirational to me, really. Because he talks about his story and how he came from rock bottom and he made his fortune, well over 500 million pounds, and he's still walking it, and now close to 600 million. Anyways, so he talks really about his story and how he came from zero to his fortune, and his story is very inspirational. A lot of it comes from a lot of failures, trying so many times, failing so many times, opening 8 businesses, failing in 8 businesses, learning so much, how to deal with businesses, the finance part of business and stuff. And in his ninth company, he manages to get a breakthrough, but then sells it for £60,000, and then invests in his 10th business, which then he goes overdraft for like over £200,000, and then his bank basically tells him that he needs to raise £1 million to keep running the business, otherwise it will go bankrupt. So he goes, crazy. He he had like 60-day period to raise that money, and he goes crazy. He calls 300 companies, investors, capital investments, whatever it is, books 66 appointments, gets rejected 52 times. And in his last appointment, on one of his last appointments, he gets his first sort of breakthrough. He spends 3 hours with this guy, and then this guy asks him in the end, how many, tell me a bit about your background. And he says, I failed so many times, failed 8 times. My ninth business I sold, and this is my 10th one. So the guy goes crazy. He tells him, you're a failure. You shouldn't come to the office, and blah blah blah. Kicks him out, puts him down, and mind you, this guy's been rejected for 62 times, and then someone else just hammers him down with this sort of negative chatter. It's really hard. I mean, you really have to have a really great mindset to to push through and just be positive at times. So he had, cut story short, he had 9 hours until the bank would close down his account, and he didn't go down without a fight. So he went knocking on people's doors after all his appointments were gone haywire. And he finally, found a CEO who basically spent 3 hours with him, and then also asked him the same question in the end. What was your background? And he tells him he failed 8 businesses and blah blah blah. And then he tells him, the CEO tells him, the most comforting words he heard at that time is that most people fail 3 times, they give up, they put a blanket on their dreams and their goals and vision, and never really try to push through. You fail 10 times and you're still going through. And it was very inspirational. And the CEO, loved the story, and he literally gave him £1.6 million check after spending 3 hours with him. He didn't even know him before. It was just a random person knocks on his door, pitches him for his software company. 3 hours later, £1.6 million in his hands. He goes to the bank, checks it in, gets his company back on track, and then he gets his first massive success. He earns, I think, £9 million in the next few years. And then he keeps going into opening new ventures, new businesses. And I cut the story short, now he owns, I don't know, 30 plus businesses. Some successful, some are not, some are highly successful, which is making most of the money. And he's just crushing it. And now he's like, his main goal is to get to $1 billion, and he's getting mentored by the best people. We have a great, amazing mastermind. And just watching his videos, I've been really inspired. Just seeing how many failures he went through, just seeing how many the obstacles he went through, the mindset that he has. It's like you really have to have a strong mindset for success. Tony Robbins says, success 80% is psychology and 20% mechanics, and that's completely true. I mean, you just have to have a really strong psychological sort of mindset to push through the hard times. When just everything seems not working, when your friends are failing, everyone is failing, and your parents are broke, everyone is broken, no one is there, and it's just like everything seems to be negative. You just have to sort of just believe, have trust in yourself that you will reach your goals one day. You will get through the hard times, and it's not going to stay forever. It's just a short period of time that will pass by. So it's amazing just to listen to his story and get inspired. I mean, it really inspires me just push through. I mean, and not really care about the small stuff. A lot of people just get really stuck thinking about doing stuff instead of doing stuff. So you don't want to be just thinking about ideas. I mean, I've watched this interview with Tim Ferriss not long ago, and he talks about ideas being worth nothing. I mean, you can have you can have the Uber idea, you know, it can be like a great idea in your head, it's a great idea, but unless you apply it in real life, you can never tell how commercially viable the idea is until you actually apply it. That's when you can actually tell, okay, this idea is worth or not worth it. It's just it can be an amazing idea, but you know, until you apply it, it's worth absolutely nothing. So the most important takeaway from the video is, you know, that he said, he even motivates you in the end and says, the most important thing is just taking action. Just take action. Like, stop thinking. You know, you don't need to make it perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect in your head. You don't have to create the perfect plan and the perfect plan of execution. You know, you just have to get things, I think 50%, you know, just think of them as 50% right. Okay, I'm just going to go and commit. And the more you try, the more you fail, the more you learn, the faster you get to success. You know, that's the thing that I've been kind of struggling with, is that I've been trying to make everything really good and really perfect, not realizing that, you know, if I just go faster, I'm going to learn faster. I go slower, I'm going to learn slower. It's just as simple as that. You know, it doesn't matter how much you're learning, it's just how much you're applying. If you're applying much at a faster rate, you're learning at a faster rate, and you're just basically going to succeed at a faster rate, even though you're going to go through the failures, because the failures is inevitable. You have to go through the failures. It's like, you can't, I mean, there is no way around it. You know, you're not cut from a different cloth. No one is cut from a different cloth. You have to go through the failure. You have to go through the obstacles, and in the end, you know, you will find a way to succeed. So yeah, that's basically my advice, and that's what I'm going to apply now. Is just, you know, just take massive action, take action as much as possible, and just give yourself deadlines. You know, instead of like saying, oh, I'm going to give this a week, research, and then no, just give yourself 2 days, research it one day, apply it next day, boom, finish it, and then get on to the next thing. And keep applying, and with time, you're just going to learn, you know, with application, you're going to learn, you know, because once you start applying, reality actually unfolds in a very different way than you think it unfolds. Because in your head, you're much more optimistic. I read a book called Thinking Fast and Slow. He talks about the cognitive biases, that we're just much more optimistic in our heads of how things will unfold, as opposed to how they will really unfold in real life, which is, you know, much different than what you think how it will unfold. So just apply, face reality, face how reality actually works, and you know, fail fast so you can succeed. And you know, you can succeed and get to your goals. You know, get to your goals faster, and you know, jump through all these obstacles. So yeah, that's basically the main takeaway. It's just apply, learn, and apply as fast as possible. Fail as fast as possible, and then you can, you know, accelerate your journey to success. So yeah, that's the main takeaway. Watch this video. I'm gonna link it down below in the description box, or maybe just somewhere in the screen. And it's great video. Watch the whole thing. It's amazing. And tell me what you think in the comment below. Comment below in the video what you think. You know, watch it. If you've watched it, tell me what you think about it. You know, has it inspired you? How did it inspire you? You know, any exciting insights you had from it, and so on and so forth. Like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to create more of these great videos, and then book of the week videos as well, where I read books every week and I give my reviews and my main takeaways to help you. You know, just give you the main takeaways, the main bullet points, so you can know if you want to read that book or not, and so on and so forth. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, and I'll speak to you soon.